good. Liberal tears. Gotta love them. Hey, welcome, my friends. And today, you know it, another episode. It just never ends. So let's check it out, see what we've got. And let's get to it. Let's do it.
You like to talk? To a dumb like you? Huh? To a dumb like you? I'm dumb? You're wearing a mask in 90-degree weather. How am I the dumb one?
Oh gosh. Don't do it.
You want to know the first thing my mom asked me after she saw that I cut all my hair off?
It's a
She goes,
horrible
"Are
haircut.
you a lesbian?" No, Mom. I just experienced the most traumatic event of my life inflicted upon
question.
me by my own family who I thought loved me unconditionally.
What's the weirdest thing about conservatives?
Well, I can't tell you that. I don't know.
I don't even know what conservative is.
What's the weirdest thing about yourselves?
I like to fart. I'm just saying it.
And
Farts are funny all the time. I
yeah,
don't care who you
farts
are.
are funny, and I like farting too.
Farts are funny.
I am going to sue anybody that says
Yeah.
Christmas. Merry Christmas. And the
Okay.
reason why I feel like it actually infringes on my religion.
Oh, okay, I guess that's okay. That's not valid. I can't say anything. But before you start ragging on Merry Christmas, you probably need to spell it correctly. it's not Mary with an A. Sorry to tell you, buddy. Yeah. And you're absolutely retarded for having this kind of a stance for people not telling you Merry Christmas. Come on, get off yourself.
You should not say Merry Christmas to me. Merry Christmas doesn't have nothing to do with Christ. It is now Xmas, so I expect every one of y'all to say Xmas. It is Xmas, Merry Xmas.
This is just like people expecting you to use pronouns. No, I'm sorry, I'm not. And look, Christmas has been very materialized over the years. It's, a lot of people, it's all about presents and stuff, but the true meaning of Christmas is the birth of Christ and celebrating, that he came into the world to save us, from our sins, give us salvation, opportunity of it. And, some people have lost sight of that. This guy is definitely one of those.
That is what the new holiday is going to always be. Xmas. By the way, just so everybody knows,
Okay.
Christmas has nothing to do with Christ.
Yes, it does.
It
You already
had
said
something
that.
to do with a pagan holiday.
What?
Actually, a pagan
Santa
god
Claus
was born on December 25th. That's the reason why people celebrated Christmas, was to celebrate a pagan god. But anyway,
Well,
let's just say this. If you say Christmas, I will sue you.
Sainsbury's has been criticised for rebranding
bruh.
gingerbread men gingerbread-shaped people. Have they gone too far?
Of course, they've gone too far.
Yes.
It's ridiculous. They've got
It
these
is ridiculous.
festive hats. So they're supposed to be Father Christmas, but they're in rainbow colours.
I love how their hats, it's, I guess, what just happened, but it's totally, come on, it's an homage to Make America Great Again. But I think that's great.
So they're sort of LGBTQ festive hats. It's like, just give us Christmas hats.
Exactly.
Gingerbread men.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Stop
To all of the
screwing around
4B
with it.
women that are now thirsting over this murderer, Luigi, wishing to be in a relationship with him, yeah, it's no wonder that so many of you end up in such abusive relationships.
Abusive relationships. I got cut off. But yeah, and those women need to, I guess I understand the whole, I can fix them or whatever mentality a lot of women have. It's their nurturing side coming through, I guess, but it's twisted and warped in these cases, Yeah, it's just weird. It's like people like women wanting to be with Ted Bundy and stuff. It's like, he is a cold stone brutal killer, and yet you wanna get with him. Ladies. Yay.
73-year-old male to female transgender person.
Oh, gosh.
I'm a patient of Dr. Henry Chin. Dr. Chin has done all my facial work, and he has completely transformed me to this person you see right now. I couldn't be happier.
Sorry.
He's so awesome. He's not only a great surgeon, but he's just a wonderful human being. I'm so privileged to have had him as my surgeon.
You know, what is this person going to do when he dies and he's had all this work done and all, you know, the money he spent to get it done to look like that? I'm not going to say a woman. But then when he wakes up on the other side after he dies, and he's going to be a man again. And I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure you can't just willy-nilly change your gender on the other side. I think you're locked in for like all eternity. So he's going to be like freaking out. So I don't know. It just seems like such a waste of money.
I know you will be too if you choose him.
I like here and I don't like
that
area. Okay. So I said it to see if that's something you want to go with. Because I don't know what I really... And that's fair. That's the best way to go in it.
Wedding gown?
You know, open, trying different things.
Right. Now, I do like it. I wish this was a bit more...
You can pull that
That's
up.
cool. She's getting married.
Okay. Bigger.
It does not sit right for your frame.
No.
So let's just go try on another one.
Yep.
And see what that
What
looks
would
like.
fit right
You like
for
the
her
length?
frame?
It is a cute dress.
Not
and
to
I
be
love
mean.
the dress on you.
I do like
The V in the back. But for a wedding, no. We turn around.
Oh gosh.
Oh, this is...
Now that dress
is so beautiful. Yes. It has pockets.
What?
Isn't it gorgeous? Oh my goodness. So beautiful on you, Evelyn. It is so beautiful on you.
You know, okay, I mean that dress actually for her frame, I would say that look of dress does fit her the best out of all the ones that they've shown so far. But like, look, I'm not, you know, I'm in the process right now of losing weight. I'm not the thinnest, most fit person right now, for sure. Not like I used to be, but you know, I've lost about 50 pounds or so in the last year. So I'm pretty happy, and I'm losing more. It's a slow burn, so to speak. But man, I'm sorry. You got to just, I don't know. You got to tell people like how it is, right? I think that's one of the problems with our society now. If you were honest with that lady, you know, you would be called mean and mean-spirited and, I don't know, fat phobe. I don't know what do you even call body shaming or something like. I don't know. But like I said before, out of all the dresses they did show, this one is, I think, the best for her body composition. So, I mean, I don't know about the whole black and white thing for a wedding. If they could find that dress in just a white. Okay, I'm on a tangent now, so I'm blathering. Let's get back to it.
I do really...
I just had a man in here with a Make America Great hat again. I'm going to tell you how the interaction went from the start to the finish. He came in.
Sure.
He asked me how much the price of a product was that had a tag on it. It was $9.99. I said, oh, I think there's actually a tag on those ones. Just if you look on the other side. He went, oh, okay.
Okay.
He proceeded
being nice,
to try and hand me his card. The second I started scanning his things, his card was already like this, halfway across the table, pointed in my face.
So?
And I go, oh, sorry, sir, the reader's going to be right in front of you, like literally directly right here in front of him. And he's like, oh, okay. Puts his card in. He types his PIN in.
So what's the
it
problem?
says incorrect PIN. He takes his card out. He doesn't notice. He goes, okay, I'm all set, and then looks down and reads incorrect PIN. He's like, incorrect PIN? What do you mean? And he tries to, if you just were to hit okay on the thing, you could just re-enter your PIN even though your card's taken out. He doesn't realize that, so he just tries to fiddle with his wallet and take his card back out. And I hit okay on my end because I was like, let me just make it easy for him.
And what is the point?
I hit okay, he types the PIN in again, and it says incorrect PIN again.
Okay.
And he's like, this is the right pin. Like, there's no way. There's literally no way. I just used this card. This is literally the right pin. He tries it again.
Oh,
Incorrect
nice.
pin again. And I'm literally just sitting here cracking up laughing because I'm like, make America great again. Yeah.
Okay, so the guy's having issues with the pin. I mean, come on. We've all been in situations like that, right? Where maybe you just thought it was the wrong card or something. I mean, there could be a lot of things that can go bad in that situation. It's like, what does that have to do with him wearing a MAGA hat? I mean, I know where she's getting to,
there's
but
a way you can bypass the pin on the system. If you put your card in again and try it, you hit bypass pin, and he hits bypass pin, and it just reads on the screen, would you like to bypass the pin? Yes or no?
Pacify?
And he goes, what do I hit?
Oh, no, those are mushrooms.
And I go, and I just read it because I see the same thing on my end, and I go, would you like to bypass the pin? Yes or no? And he went, oh, yes, and hit yes. And it worked.
Okay, another thing is, like, all these systems are different. They're not all, like, uniformed, right? And that's one thing that really annoys me. But, I mean, obviously, she knows the system because she works with it every day. He doesn't because he's just coming in maybe for the first time to get something. Like, give me a break. Jeez, lady. You, like, totally wasted our time here with this stupid story.
Those are the people who are voting for Trump.
I'm not comfortable. In fact, I've like tried really hard to be attracted to men who like treat me well.
It's boring.
It's not only boring, but it makes me feel uncomfortable.
What?
Bullshit. Bullshit.
Yeah, that's what I say. I agree with that little kid. I mean, but I guess it's it's these women that want the bad boy, right? It's like these women that are like totally sobbing over this killer Luigi or whatever his stupid name is. Shouldn't even say his name because I don't want to give him any more infamy out there. But yeah, it's so weird. It's so weird that women, I mean, not all women obviously, but there are definitely some women just like I want the bad boy and I want to not be treated nicely. Is that like daddy issues? I don't know. Let me know below if your thoughts.
I could not resist, so I had to look it up. From the Office of National Statistics, from a 2019 study, in ever-increasing numbers, we are now at a lesbian divorce rate of 72%.
72, okay.
So the top 4 reasons that they are reporting getting divorced is feeling ignored, inequality in the partnership, adultery, and domestic violence.
So probably very similar to what would you call it? A heterosexual marriage, a marriage between a man and a woman. That seems pretty much like the same reasons, and money being one of the big issues as well.
Personally, I feel like this lends some weight to men's arguments and complaints about how women are behaving in relationships.
Yes.
Because when you have lesbian divorce statistics that look like that,
makes you wonder.
The girls are kind of telling on themselves.
Yes. When women raise their voices, it's because they feel like they're not being heard.
Okay.
Is that why? I don't necessarily agree with that, but for the sake of argument, let's just assume for a moment that that's the case.
Yeah.
But what about men?
When men raise their voices, it's because they feel like they're not being obeyed.
Because they're dumb. They're just dumb. Men are just dumb.
Obeyed. So men can't feel like they want to be heard as well?
That's right.
That they might have to raise their voices, in fact, to be heard by others who are trying to talk over them, like so many individuals are prone to do?
Yes.
Men don't want to be understood. They don't want you to hear them out. They don't want you to hear what they have to say.
Never.
Sentiments like that do tend to come the most often from those who have made it blatantly obvious that they, in fact, do not understand men in the...
This lady is very smart. Common sense. And that other lady she's never going to have a boyfriend if she keeps up those attitudes.
At least.
They want you to obey what they tell you to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is most unfortunate that even at this point in time, there are still those individuals out there that think that it's perfectly acceptable to, in fact, generalize an entire group of people. Yeah. But I might add, it's only, of course, if it's the right demographic.
Exactly. She is spot on. Yes.
Because otherwise, that would be considered socially unacceptable.
Mm-hmm.
Think you're a transphobic piece of shit.
and I would love to disrupt your meeting.
Do you think I fear people that think they're women or think they're men?
I do think that your rhetoric is transphobic, and I think it's harmful to trans people, and I think that you should fuck off and get off campus.
Oh, okay. So I should be silenced, not allowed to speak. Is that what you do when people prove you wrong?
That's what
kick them off campus?
No, I don't think that there should be any like university sanctioned thing that says Charlie Kirk can't be here. But if students are able to organize against you and kick your ass off campus, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, so if the mob conform and influence policy, then yes, that's the way to go. Where's my pitchfork?
Oh, okay. You could tell a lot by who's willing to have a conversation and who's not willing. Usually the people that are the ones protesting and not talking are on the wrong side of history.
Yeah, just look at the civil rights movement.
With one of your cronies.
One of my cronies.
Yeah.
Interesting. It's a good way to describe our wonderful student group here. I wish you the very best, that you live a free life. You have the right to be wrong. So, and I'm a piece of shit. Yeah. Okay. Why am I a piece of shit?
I just told you, man, you're a trans.
Oh, I'm transphobic, right. Okay. There are only how many genders? Two genders. Thank you for your time.
Hey guys! So, Edie wants to do a summer holiday morning routine and show you get ready with me and show you guys what her skincare is and her room is and how she picks her outfit and all that cool. So that is the skincare element of the video complete. What's next, Edie?
Heck, are we looking at?
I think I'm gonna do my hair now.
How do you get your hair so wonderful?
This is creepy.
Maybe not in the mornings, it doesn't look that wonderful.
I don't agree.
So just to give a little bit of context, I keep on hitting my mic. Just to give a little bit of context, I don't know what that the dad, and it's actually the son. It's not his daughter. Because when I was originally saw that clip, I was really getting creeped out because it's like he's inappropriately touching. I actually thought it was his daughter at first. Because I was like, wow, he is like really touching real close to that chest area. That's getting like super close to being very, very, very wrong. But yeah, it turns out that that's actually his son. But the dad is still super, super creepy when he's like playing with his hair and like, you know, it's sad that he's promoting this. I mean, obviously, well, I don't know about obvious, but I don't know if the kid's old enough to get transitional surgeries or whatever. I don't think he's that old yet, but the fact that the dad, and I don't know where the mom is, but the dad seems to be all on board. His son's now a girl, so that's totally awesome. Yeah, that kid's not going to have any therapy costs when he's older, that's for sure.
With J.K. Rowling's view on, trans people, but I'm fine with other people supporting it. More power to them.
What is her view? I honestly have no clue.
She doesn't really like them or think it's. I'm pretty sure she thinks it's a mental illness, which I don't. So I'm a psychology student. So
psychology student.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wasting your money,
from
lady.
your perspective, because you're in psychology, and that's pretty important. If you could tell her or correct her with something, what would you say?
I would say, the science is changing on it all the time. Do your own research on it. Read papers on it and that kind of stuff.
Don't
people. Just assume, people. Just go out and talk to people, that actually, are trans and stuff like that.
What has she said about them?
That, it's not going to matter what you think. If you're born a man, you're born a man. If you're born a woman, you're born a woman. I personally don't care. Whatever.
And you think a man could be a woman?
I think whatever is in somebody's pants, that's their business, not mine, honestly. So I don't care.
What is a woman?
I think anybody, honestly, a woman is just somebody who, thinks they're a woman. I mean, gender is just defined by society.
Right.
Like sex, yes, that is biological, but gender, that's just a social construct.
Okay. So if someone said, I'm a woman, like, what does that mean, though?
Whatever it means to them, honestly. Like, some people would say, I shouldn't be considered a woman because I don't want to have children.
Well, your desire to have children or not, that doesn't define if you're a woman. Yeah. Would you say that your ability to have children or not would? So, like, having the organs?
Is biologically a woman. She can't have children.
But she does have the organs that would make that. I think that's what they're arguing, right?
Like, Like, my grandmother had a hysterectomy. Does she no longer become a woman because she no longer has the organs?
I don't know. You know, that's a good question. But does someone with a penis, is that a woman?
Hey, I mean, I'd say if they're not actively using it, sure. Like, if you want to call yourself a woman, more power to you. I don't care.
So what standards do you place to be like, okay, you say you're a woman, that means you are XYZ? Or if you're like, are you a woman, what would you expect that person to say? Like, what standards are there to be a woman?
I don't have a standard for it. It's if somebody introduces themselves to me and they want to be a woman and they want to go by she, her pronouns, more power to them. It's none of my business.
Okay, what do you think about the people who might be offended by that, saying like, no, men don't give birth, women do. That's offensive towards us as women. We don't want men in our spaces, especially bathrooms or locker rooms. We think that that's important to, you know, define women's rights and have a special place for women.
Of course.
Hey, it's America. You're allowed to have that opinion. As long as you don't impose on other people, like I said, more power to you.
Okay.
You know,
more power to you.
Don't be a dick to other people about it.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Do you think that's the only thing that makes a woman is what's in her pants?
No, like I said earlier, that it's a sociology construct, you know? Society determines what it is or isn't. I mean, if you look at countries overseas, you know, India has a whole section of genders. Like, their gods, there's over 100 of them. Not the gods, but, you know, the genders that they can be.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Like, biology-wise, maybe
what
not.
does that have to do with
but
anything?
as far as gender itself, it's purely sociological.
Okay.
So,
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I appreciate your time. Thank you for staying here so long with me.
You know, it's like I think that lady, young lady, she looked like maybe she was at the Gen Z, maybe, I don't know, but man, her age group, they're so brainwashed. Like, they are so brainwashed. It's so common sense that there's only a man and a woman. There's nothing in between. Sorry, that's just reality. I'm sorry if that's horrible for you.
How do I make sure that I'm never confused with the white woman that voted for Trump? Like, I never want to be known for that. I have never voted for him. I would never vote for him. But all you other bitches did.
So why don't you, I don't know, why don't you just get like some Kamala tattoo or lib tattooed on your forehead or something like that. That way everyone will know exactly like who you are. And then we can, you know, maybe it'd be better just to kind of avoid you for the most part. And what is this? See, this is the problem with this generation, man. They identify as a dog. Oh, gosh.
My name is Meow, like a cat, but I am a dog. Take me on walks. We practice training, which is one of my favorite things because I get treats.
All right. Anyways, hey, listen, I hope you liked the video. And if you liked my reactions, please consider subscribing. And as always, leave your comments down below. We do have merch now. So, you know, Christmas is coming up. I'm not sure how long, you know, the process is to get everything shipped out. But it, you know, we've got some good Christmas presents. So go check it out. It might be, well, it would be worth your time. So anyways, have a great day and stay safe and know that you are loved and appreciated. And until the next video, we'll catch you later. All right, bye.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear.